She had no money, no family fortune, no German heritage, no trust fund, no last name that belonged to her. She had something far more dangerous than any of those things. She understood exactly what wealthy people wanted to believe, and she gave it to them. Her name was Anna Sorokin, but in the most exclusive rooms in New York City, everyone knew her as Anna Delvey. And for 4 years, that name was enough to open every door in Manhattan. Anna Sorokin was born on the 23rd of January 1991 in Domodedovo, a small industrial town outside Moscow in the Soviet Union. Her father drove trucks. Her family was working class. There was nothing glamorous about where she came from. When Anna was 16, her family relocated to Germany. She was smart, observant, and deeply uncomfortable with ordinariness. She watched how wealthy people moved through the world. The confidence, the ease, the assumption that doors would open. And she began to study it the way other people study a language. Not just to understand it, to speak it fluently. By her early 20s, Anna Sorokin had reinvented herself completely. She was now Anna Delvey, a wealthy German heiress with a trust fund of 60 million euros sitting in a European account. She arrived in New York City in 2013, and Manhattan had no idea what was coming. The strategy Anna used was not complicated. It was almost insultingly simple. She dressed expensively. She spoke with authority. She tipped lavishly, using other people's money. She stayed in luxury hotels, the W, the Beekman, the 11 Howard, and when the bill came, her card would decline. But by then, it did not matter. Because Anna Delvey did not look like someone whose card declined. She looked like someone whose assistant had forgotten to call the bank. There is a concept in psychology called social proof. We judge the credibility of a person not by examining them directly, but by reading the signals of the people around them. If the maitre d' treats someone with deference, if the hotel manager personally escorts them to their suite, we assume that person deserves it. Anna understood this intuitively. She did not need everyone to believe her. She needed the right people to believe her first, and the rest would follow. She moved through New York's art world, nightlife, and high finance circles with an ease that confused people into compliance. She attended exclusive events. She cultivated friendships with editors, bankers, and socialites. She was blunt, slightly rude, perpetually late, and never explained herself. This was not accidental. Extreme confidence reads as entitlement. Entitlement reads as inherited wealth. Inherited wealth reads as legitimacy. She was performing a character so convincingly that the performance became the reality. But Anna was not satisfied with a lifestyle built on hotel fraud and unpaid restaurant bills. She had a bigger vision. The Anna Delvey Foundation, an exclusive private arts club to rival Soho House, a cultural institution that would cement her place permanently in New York's elite. To fund it, she needed a loan. Not a small one. $22 million. She walked into City National Bank with forged financial documents showing she had vast overseas assets and requested the loan. They considered it seriously. She secured a $100,000 overdraft from them in the process. She then approached Fortress Investment Group with the same forged documents requesting the same $22 million. She nearly got it. The paperwork was convincing. The persona was convincing. The vision was convincing. The only thing that failed her was time. While Anna was constructing her foundation, the cracks were beginning to show. Hotels were reporting unpaid bills to authorities. Friends were becoming uncomfortable. Her former friend Rachel DeLoach Williams, a photo editor at Vanity Fair, had accompanied Anna on a trip to Morocco. They stayed at a luxury resort for $7,000 a night. The total bill came to $62,000. Anna's card declined. Rachel paid it on her own card, assuming Anna would reimburse her. She never did. In October 2017, Anna Sorokin was arrested. She was 26 years old. In April 2019, she was convicted of 8 counts, including grand larceny and theft of services. The total amount she had defrauded, banks, hotels, and individuals, was approximately $275,000. She was sentenced to 4 to 12 years in New York State prison. She served less than 2 years before being released on good behavior. But the story did not end there. Because Anna Sorokin had done something no amount of prison time could undo. She had become famous. New York Magazine published her story. Vanity Fair published her story. Netflix paid $320,000 for the rights to her story. Shonda Rhimes produced it. Inventing Anna, starring Julia Garner. Anna Sorokin herself received a deal. She appeared on Dancing with the Stars, ankle monitor visible on her leg, while still under house arrest. She became a social media personality, an unlikely fashion icon. The woman who had invented a persona to infiltrate elite society had been given something better than elite society. She had been given a platform. And here is the psychological truth that the Anna Delvey story forces us to confront. We did not just believe Anna Delvey, we rewarded her, not despite the fraud. Because of the audacity, we are drawn to people who want things so badly that the wanting itself becomes a kind of power. Anna Sorokin did not have 60 million euros, but she had something that the people around her did not. She was completely unbothered by the rules that governed everyone else. And we called it charisma. We called it confidence. We called it the kind of energy you either have or you do not. What it actually was a precise and calculated manipulation of the assumptions that hold polite society together. The assumption that someone well-dressed has money. The assumption that someone staying in a luxury hotel belongs there. The assumption that confidence is proof of something. None of those assumptions are true. Anna Delvey proved that. And then Netflix paid her for the lesson.